Hey guys, this is Marcus here. I'm here showing you a new Reaper of Souls patch 2.6 and 2.1 PTR, well, when it comes out. Fire Pet Wizard build. Never seen anything like it. It's got a lot of unique skills that a lot of people don't use that I'm actually using, and I'll explain why. Okay, so first thing I'm going to point out is I don't have the items that I need for this build. I kind of just made this character and was experimenting with builds and, you know, found out this is the best build possible, even with the crap loot I have right now. I'm going to go over what you need and what you should have skills wise and what items you should have. So first let's go into the items real quick. You don't want Tasker and Theo for any pet build because it adds % attack speed for the pets, and in this build you have 2 pets. Yeah, I know, it's pretty cool. Ring of Royal Grandeur, kind of a standard really, and then I'm going to have an open spot for whatever ring you want. You're going to want the Firebird's Eye. That's the only Firebird's item we're going to use in this, unlike most people who use the entire set. We're going to use the Serpent Sparker for the Hydra build, because as you can see down here, I do have Mammoth Hydra. We're actually going to use the Strongarm Bracers because Black Hole actually procs Strongarm Bracers. What this does is increase the damage done to the monsters by 5%. Cain's Travelers for the attack speed set bonus is why I have these two, because attack speed with this build helps so much. Aughild Spike, the reason I'm using this for my helm and the reason why I'm giving you the exact items to use for each set is because that way it'll fit where you need it and you'll get the full bonus. You're going to want Aughild Spike because it automatically rolls with resistance to elements, and with this build you're going to be taking a lot of damage, so you're going to need that. Then you're going to want the Aughild's Power. Now I'm not using this because I had this before I actually made this character. Aughild's Power is actually the shoulders. The Blackthorne's Surcoat, which is the chest piece, is what you're going to want for your chest piece. The Duncraig Cross, the reason you're going to want that is because it actually rolls with attack speed bonus, and it's the only option you have left over after we get rid of pants. Then you want the Notch Belt as your third piece, so you can get the full 4-set bonus with the Ring of Royal Grandeur, which allows you to be immune to Desecrator, Molten, and a couple others. Don't quote me, I don't know it exactly. Now, that being said, let's go into the skills real quick. So, we're going to use Spectral Blade Flame Blades. The reason for this is it increases the damage of your fire spells by 1% for 10 seconds. That has no cap. You can literally have 60, 70, 80 stacks. The highest I've made stacks was 68%, if I'm not mistaken. That's 68% extra fire damage, and if you think about it, that increases the damage this spell does by itself. Okay, we're going to be running mirror image duplicates. That's because there's 4 duplicates you'll get if you use this. Okay, now they only do 10%, and the reason we have 4 is because we're running Energy Twister. Energy Twister, Gale Force, allows enemies to take 15% extra increased damage for 4 seconds, okay? So, that's great, or from fire actually, and since the whole build is around fire, that helps a lot. And since it has such a low amount of time that it adds this benefit, we need 4 mirror images, because they'll constantly be using Gale Force. We're going to be using Mammoth Hydra because, 1, the mirror images can summon Mammoth Hydras, okay? And with the Serpent Sparker, we can have 10 Hydras on the screen at one time. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely insane. Black Hole, we're going to use Blazar because, first off, it does fire damage. Second off, it procs the Strongarm Bracers, which allows you to do additional damage. Magic Weapon, we're going to use this because it adds damage bonus. It's just, I mean, that's really that simple. Glass Cannon, we're going to do this because you're going to want more damage, and the resistances that you're losing in armor you're going to get from Unwavering Will, because in this build we're going to sit there and take all the damage, which is why we have such a defense based item system or class. 20% armor, 20% resist, 10% extra damage. So you're doing, from this alone, you're doing 15% extra damage and getting 10% armor and all resist. Conflag. Now this is why, there's two reasons why I said Hydra, or this class, can be used for 2.1 with no loss. Actually, you'll get gain. Because Mammoth Hydra now increases to 400% damage per second as fire. And Conflag now is procced by Hydra when 2.1 comes out, according to current patch results. At Audacity, for enemies that are in 15 yards, you do an extra 15% damage. You're going to be fighting all enemies within 15 yards, and you're going to be attacking them right there, not moving. Okay, so now that you've seen that, let's go get some gameplay real quick. I'm going to open up a Rift. I'm on Torment 1 because, like I said, I don't have the gear right now, so buff here. I'm going to run through about 2-3 minutes of gameplay for you, and then I'll head out. Now, one thing you're going to notice is, if you're running this build, I suggest you have a strong computer, because the entire screen is going to be used. It's going to be on fire, and so if you're not doing that, you're going to lag bad, especially if you're in now I'm running at 10 stacks. 28, 32, 36. It keeps going! 40, you see that? I just got an extra 60% fire damage right there from just using my main primary skill. That's what Templar, heal me! Crap! Well, this is not good. Okay, well... Okay guys, well, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go back in town and actually pick up some items and some potions. That'd be nice. Okay, well, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Actually, my next video is going to be on the ZDPS EP Monk, which is 0 damage per second exploding palm monk. I'm going to explain why you need to use it now before 2.1 and why you can literally take any monk, throw any gear on it, and run Torment 6 with this and stack up loot for 2.1 because you're gonna need it with all the changes for every class. Okay, well, see ya, heading out.